it that way. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Girl. We speak to issues that concerns the state, right? So I saw something during the week, and I was a bit surprised, and will I say I'm a bit happy too, because I can see that some people are trying to correct their wrong. And then what am I trying to say? In the week, the New Patriotic Party actually went to Takrady as part of their thank you tour, to appreciate the citizens, even though they didn't massively vote for them as they stated themselves. But then during their conversation with the people, the New Patriotic Party, the former vice president of Ghana, as well as he belonging to the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, made a statement. Then I was like, oh wow, I feel like they're trying to back up. So Dr. Bawumia said the main reason for them losing was attributed to the uncompleted National Cathedral, and then recent increase in fuel prices, high cost of living, and as well as bad governance. I'm not the one saying this. This is actually from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And so he made mentioned all these factors contributing to their loss in the 2024 election. And I know you can testify that it is very true. This is what they should be doing. It's good for you to realize, sit down and know that this is the mistake. And I have to back up on it because it is true. 100% true. You spend over 58 million on a national cathedral. Somebody making a promise to God that I'm going to build a national cathedral for you. And then at the end of the day, we the citizens have to pay for a promise you made to God. And to be sincere, we were not there when he was making these promises. But then we have to pay, forcefully pay. And that is the taxpayers' money. 58 million invested into a borehole. And so I kept asking myself, where is the money? Because if you invested 58 million, and that's up till now, the National Cathedral is now a man and a borehole. And then you also testify to the fact that the previous government was not a listening government. Because 3 days to election, there was increase in fuel prices. And then we saw instances where the ordinary Ghanaian has to demonstrate that, listen, this is what we are facing. You cannot be sitting at your offices and then come out to make claims that does not tally with what we are going through or what we are facing. And then it'll be like it's not necessary. We were here when they implemented the e-levy on the same issue. We said, no, it's not going to help us as a country. On top of that, they made merry. They popped champagne and then a cake was cut on top. And so, coming to the realization that this is the main reason why we've been booted out of power, I think these people, they are trying to back up. Because I've seen in other videos where some party members are trying to shift blames. Making claims that do not even tally. And you see, this is the time for you to sit down and assess yourself. What have we made wrong? What are we supposed to do right? Where are we going to place this? And then you'll be sincere to Ghanaians. Yes, we accept the fact that we didn't do this right. We didn't do this way. We are supposed to move towards this direction. But unfortunately, this happened and then we have to move towards this direction. But we are sorry. We are going to back up next time. And I think that is what it's supposed to be done. And so when I saw this, I was like, wow, it means they are trying to back up. But you see, another case has to do with when you shift blame and you try to make it known as if you've done the right thing, then trust me, you are going to remain in opposition. I'm not the one saying this forever because some Ghanaians are actually saying this. but coming up to make it known, then I think it's a plus for the New Patriotic Party. Because the factors he mentioned was absolutely correct. You cannot spend 58 million on uncompleted national cathedral. And then when we say you feel like, no, what you are saying is the wrong thing. And I always say that, see, you have to be a listening government, no matter what it is. Because the position you are holding, it's not by your own will. That position was actually entrusted to you by a group of people, believing that you can lead and lead well, not to just lead, not because of your potentials, although the potentials count, but you have to also listen to the people because they are on the grounds and they are feeling the heat more than you do. 24/7, you sit in air-conditioned offices. Even the vehicles you ride, trust me, they have AC in them. But the ordinary Ghanaians walking on the sun 24/7 feels what they are saying. And so when they come to tell you that this is the challenges that we are being faced with, then you have to listen. You have to listen. Because when you don't, trust me, it will take you by surprise. And you see, I said they did well, but it's not only about you pinpointing the mistakes you did. I mean, you are supposed to sit up as well and make sure that those mistakes do not repeat itself again. I saw some videos and I was like, this country, it looks like when you are in power, excuse my words, it's like you are not able to think properly. I'm sorry for that. But immediately you are being booted out of power. That is when the reset happens. I mean, everything begins to function properly. And then you get to know that, no, you are supposed to do this. And you've now become a conductor. And then you are correcting and conducting the current government's administration to do the right thing. But when you were in power, everything ceased to function properly. And this is the mistake. And so if you, or if the New Patriotic Party as a whole have identified these key issues, which you and I knows it is true, then you have to sit up, work towards it, and make sure that those unnecessary conferences and things that do not make sense has to cease as well. It has to cease. Because looks like now the attention is now focused to the 2028 election. And so if you are focusing on coming back, then as in opposition, you have to do the right things as well and make the party lucrative as it used to be and put things at its right places. If not, then trust me, you can pinpoint what's actually led to your downfall, but if you're not ready to make the necessary corrections, then it will definitely go against you. Thank you for making time with me on The Biz Girl.